this for me is one of the real highlights, among highlights, but a real highlight for me in the Propstore big live auction, prop memorabilia auction coming to you March 12th, 13th, 14th. I get that right again. This is from Blade Runner. This is obviously one of the spinners. And if memory serves, this is the first spinner that flies through the shot in the film. But it has more life than just that, correct?
Yeah, it was repainted. So there's behind the scenes photos where you see it as a yellow taxi cab configuration with some decals on it. And it was shot as that for the film also. They call it the lobster spinner because of these big claws.
Because of the claws.
Yeah.
Built by Bill George, who went on to a long special effects career. It's in this fascinating, unique case because I guess it was on display somewhere. Look at this period autograph from Harrison Ford on this very yellow old card.
With like the calligraphy writing.
Calligraphy, and then like that looks like my bar mitzvah invite. And then just the sort of the basic sort of prop information typed on a card, hand typed on a card. And then this was given away as part of a prize of some
that's
sort?
right.
And
yeah,
that's how...
and really hasn't been seen for 40 years.
So it comes from the prize winners?
It comes from a guy who got it from the
prize winners.
Yes.
Okay.
But it never been
fabulous.
seen. Even Bill George, when I sent him a picture of it, he said, I literally haven't seen it for 4 decades.
Wow.
So he loves seeing it.
Did he come and see it, or he's
actually coming tomorrow?
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Oh, that'll be very cool. What's really wonderful is, because it's obviously painted and all glued, whatever, all the actual original lighting is in there. Normally on a prop like this, you might try and pull those bulbs out and replace them with LEDs, which have no heat, among other important things. So what would you say? How long do you feel you could safely run these lights? Because they do work. The real world electronics are in there and they work, just like they did on the set. But
our electronics guy recommended no more than 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
So, but you can, just to demonstrate the functionality, you can hit the button and fire them on.
I will speak to anyone thinking about buying this. I recommend personally, as a non-electrician, no more than 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, maybe no
honestly,
seconds.
Yeah, like maybe 1 second.
It's nice exactly. To see. It's nice to know it still works.
Nice to know it works. Maybe you want to flick them on every now and then, but boy, oh boy, oh boy.
And it's the original wiring harness coming out of it there, the original mounting posts here that they've put into the base.
Just love that.
It's a pretty special model.
So gorgeous. And it's just been in this case forever. So you can't even go, oh, something broke, we had to restore it, whatever. It is what it is, like sealed in plastic all those years ago. I don't know, truly in the world of where we've seen a lot of interesting Blade Runner stuff over the last couple of years. Obviously, we've seen the hero gun, we've seen various wardrobe and stuff, pieces of buildings. We've seen some really incredible stuff. I'm putting this up there with that because I'm just blown away. Because I guess, for me, when I think of the movie, I think of the spinners as much as anything else. And so.
And I don't know, certainly not recently has one been auctioned. I mean,
the only thing I really remember from a long time ago were like the smaller.
Yes, okay, there are some of the sort of the 1-inch models, but not like a proper filming model with lights and electronic mounting points.
No, this is the works when it comes to Blade Runner. Replicant or not a replicant?
Which cut?
Any cut, but
I think he's a replicant.
You think he's a replicant, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was looking at one of the early scripts where he was so clearly replicant, like crazy replicant.
Yeah.
But I know I'm okay with it either version.
Yeah.
Do you hate the sort of Chandler-esque narration?
I think so, because it seems like he might hate it. It feels very phoned in, I guess.
I know what you're saying.
I haven't listened to it recently, but that is my memory of it.
When I was younger, it made the connection for me, and I've said this before elsewhere, with like the classic detective novel. You know what I mean? That
makes sense. Yeah.
But I don't know. And now that I've gotten used to no narration, so it's kind of fine.
Yeah. And where do you rank? Is this like the best sci-fi film of all time?
It's pretty up there. Yeah. I mean, I think emotionally I'm a little closer to Star Wars, just because I think when I saw this the first time, I was fascinated by it, didn't fully understand it. You know what I mean?
A lot more sophisticated.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And sort of came to love it and certainly respect the hell out of it. You have to ask Bill George where he fell into the world of liking Ridley or hating Ridley, because that's what I'm always very curious about. I'd love to know.
What about Blade Runner versus Alien?
I like Blade Runner more than Alien.
So I'll take Alien.
Because I don't like scary movies. So I think of that almost as a horror movie. So I don't know. This speaks to me, again, the detective part and the sci-fi, as opposed to that one, which is sort of sci-fi horror. I don't know. That's my run, I guess.
Yeah.
But this, incredible to see. Maybe I would replace this, and other than that, I'd kind of leave it be.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too offensive.
Not that hard.
You could put that in the closet,
not
preserve
that
the
hard.
original top.
Fantastic, yeah. And check out the rest of our Propstore auction videos available at the Stuff That Dreams Are Made Of YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/@thestuffdreamsareMadeOf.